was Poppington out there. Movie House Radio 101.3 FM, Mind and Soul. Movie House. You know how we get down by now every Friday. Your special mix, hybrid of local and trap music. Got Stylo the Don in the cut with the kid right now.
Low block movement in the building, Master Tracks. What's up?
Yes, sir. And you got any more shots you want to give out there?
Yeah, man, off top, man. Chief Chapel, you know what I'm saying? Got people in Chicago listening to right now. You know, Joe from Master Tracks, Concrete, everybody in LA listening to. You feel me? Shout out to the KSB homies.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Low 2 times, Lurko, Cash. You feel me? Birdo, everybody, man. You know, on the south side too. All the young artists coming out, you know, I see y'all, I listen to everybody, keep pushing, keep working, you know what I'm saying, got some new artists coming out too that we working with, so I'm excited for all that, man. Shout out to my family too, shout out to my mama too.
I know we was just talking off air about, you know, the hip hop scene, you know, I know we was talking about Cap G and a couple other artists that's representing for the Latin community as far as the hip hop goes.
Yeah, man, it's growing, man, it's a beautiful thing, that's why I mean, I'm excited for the way it's looking right now as far as music, because it's no boundaries, you know, you seeing different colors, you know, there are no colors right now, at least the way that I want to see it, you know, with the music, you know, the world might not be like that, but at least the music is not showcasing that, you know, because I know of artists from Florida, you know, some white kids named Puya, Fat Nick, Suicide Boys, I think it's the other cats.
That whole Miami scene.
Yeah,
poppin'.
bro, and they white cats right there, and then plus my homie up in Canada, you know, that's part of the block movement and part of Master Tracks, S. Gats, you know, it's another cat. You feel me? You know, and it's like Chief Chopper, like I said, Cat G, Drummer Boy, King Lil G, Cartel. These are all Latinos, you know what I'm saying? And it's like myself included in that mix, man. It's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah, I love, like I said, I love what you're doing, man. I feel like you're like a voice of reason, definitely. And you know, you talk about good things, and you're very in the community. You can tell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. You gotta be able to rub elbows with these people, man. Yeah. You know, with everybody. You know, not even, you know, with everyone, man. It's like not be afraid to be out here, you know. And it's at the end of the day, the way I look at it is, if it goes good, for instance, if it goes good for you, it's gonna go good for the scene, which means it goes good for me. You feel me? Because that means other eyes are gonna look at the scene and they're gonna see what else is out there. So if I see somebody else popping and it's quality music, mind you, I mean that's and put that into perspective too. Like, just because, you know, you really gotta support quality music, I feel, you know, and I feel like that gets lost sometimes in the shuffle. You know, quality music that's and quality music can be anything off top, you know. It doesn't have to be super lyrical, because not everybody gonna feel that. Yeah. Then again, you can't dumb it down way too much, because not everybody gonna feel that. But the good thing about music is you can do anything you feel like doing.
As long as you feel something.
Yeah, as long as you feel something and it's not for you, because you could tell when something's, you know, just done to be done. You feel me? So I feel like as long as the approach is genuine and what they doing, you know, regardless of whatever it is they feel like doing, you know, I feel like it's a good thing for everybody, man.
Yeah, like as far as the Omaha music scene, I know we were talking earlier about you know, the shows. Like, how do you feel about the show structure here? You feel like I know you were saying earlier, like a lot of artists are latching onto the internet more, so you feel like it's because we don't have the outlet for shows? Or? Yeah,
man, I feel like that's a major negative in the city, is the fact that they don't want to work with the urban community in general, bro. Yeah. Like hip hop specifically too, man. Like, I remember I couldn't get into no place, you know. So me and my bro Taz, rest in peace Taz, man, we had to do our own shows. You feel me? We had to use our own money, and even then, bro, the city still won't mess with you in a sense, and not even the people. I'm talking about the city itself, as in the political system, the law enforcement, man. You know, without having to get into detail, man, we was out here doing shows, and I swear before the show even started, G Unit was outside. You know what I'm saying? And they shut down everything, bro. We lost thousands of dollars coming up, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to be willing to lose this money and take losses, bro. And it's like, you know, G Unit was trying to stop us. A lot of different stuff was trying to stop us back then. We still out here, man. We still kept pushing. We still kept doing it. You know, not everybody's around me no more that started with me, but you know, it's like I said, man, we wish the best for everybody.
You gotta wish people well, you know what I mean?
Wish them well, man.
So everybody ain't go get the vision when the time's to get it.
It's law of attraction, man. You get back what you put in. I really believe that. So I'm not, you know, I'm past all that negative. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna give you the time of day off top.
Straight up, straight drop. I mean, you seem like a very level-headed person, you know what I'm saying? Like you always seem well composed and know how to articulate very well, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't see that having a problem with you. You know, as far as, you know, like moving around, like your networking skills are A1, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know how to network and you understand that, you know what I'm saying? As far as the connections.
A lot of failures, man.
Hey,
a lot of failures got me to this point. Yes, sir. Trial and error, man.
Just the fact you know, you got people in Canada rocking with the movement, Chicago, Houston, LA, you know, spreading that sound out. That's what it's about. You can't just stay stagnant and be here and expect.
And you'd be surprised how much love the city gets outside of the city.
That's like, what's so crazy.
Artists, if you listening, like the city, all these other cities will mess with us. You just gotta make the effort to get to those cities, man.
Right.
You know, I was just talking about South by Southwest. It's popping right now, and this is the first year I missed it. You know what I mean? Since last time, I remember I went down there the first time, you know, and paid to get on some slots. You know,
you performed?
To perform, yeah, I performed. They were unofficial showcases, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the fact that it was in a mix and in the crowd, you know, I got to see a lot of new heads, a lot of new DJs, artists, and you know, that was a good networking tool.
Yeah.
So much that I went down there another year, and the next time we went down there, I wasn't even down there to do anything. I went to Houston to meet up with OG, you know, to do some collabs and to just do some videos or some stuff. And I got a call, you know, from a homie that saw me last year and from the label, and they pretty much hit me up and it was like, hey, we're gonna take a trip to Austin. You know, you trying to get on an official South by South? I was like, heck yeah, like, I'm about to drive up there. So you know, we drove 3 hours from Houston up to Austin, stayed longer, and got to get on an official one. You know, I was on a flyer and everything. And,
how was that experience?
You know, and that, man, it's once you, it's a beautiful thing when you get the energy back and forth. You know what I mean? When you get it reciprocated, and then that's in general. You know what I mean? But just being in that atmosphere of a bunch of artists and colleagues and fans and people willing to embrace everything you got to bring to the table, man, it's something lovely, man. And you see that, like I said, you see that outside of the city. I mean, I see that in the city too. You know what I'm saying?
It's just the lack of platforms.
You know, the city's, it's a hit and miss. You feel me?
Because
being here,
there's a lot of people that love hip hop here. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of hip hop heads here.
It's a hit and miss, and I feel like maybe they don't believe that somebody local is gonna get bigger. Yeah. Like I have yet to understand the whole reason of why, because they're quick to go see somebody like, you know, that's famous off top, you know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne's and all them cats, they're quick to pull out the bread for them, you know what I'm saying? But they don't want to support nobody here in the city. But then again, I understand that, you know, the argument I hear from different people is, well, they don't make quality music, or they don't make this good music, or they don't make good enough music.
It's opinion based. Always.
Yeah, so and it's like, always like that.
So a lot of artists take that initiative and like, oh, we'll throw our own shows, forget it, whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Y'all taking too long. Let's just throw our own
and those
show.
are the ones that are really gonna do some noise. Those are the ones that are gonna make the waves. The ones that take the initiative to put the music in their own hands and do what they got to do without having to wait for anybody.
Yeah. What haven't we touched on, man? Like I feel like
no, man. I mean, I feel like we touched on a lot of the music stuff, but you know,
I'm thinking, man.
I'm waiting for the Donald Trump questions and stuff.
We can go there. Hey, you want to go there? We can go there, bro.
You feel me?
How you feel about Donald Trump?
Nah, man.
How you feel about Donald Trump?
Man, the man. It's just it's funny, man. It's just a character, man.
I try not to think about him sometimes.
Nah, you see, and that's the thing. Like I try not to, but it's like. It's different when the things that he decides on affects you personally. You feel me? And that's the main difference, you know. And I don't really like going to the political aspect of it, but you know, in our reality, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole, you know, the way it's approaching the immigrants in the country and stuff like that specifically affects my family. You feel me? Yeah. My loved ones, people I care about, to the point where, you know, the way you hear people on the news talking about they're scared. Is genuine. You feel me? It's not a joke. Like they are picking us out the street like if it's the Holocaust or something. You feel me? If it's that serious. I remember when I was getting bumped up and I was getting locked up in DCC off top. As soon as you went into the bullpen, as soon as they was processing you, if you was a Latino or if you looked like you was Mexican, Guatemalan, Salvadoreño, whatever, they had ICE waiting for them right then and there. I remember when I got bumped up one time, they were trying to process me or whatever in DCC, and the lady was talking to me, and some dude popped up out of nowhere, and he's like, "You got papers?" Wow. You know, like that direct, and it just took me back. Like I ain't never really. I was like, they seriously. Well, I mean, I heard about it, but I didn't believe it until I seen it happen to me, and I was like, "You serious?" It's like, I'm from Nebraska, bro. It's like, and I've told you, can't even be asking people that. You know, that's illegal right there. So how you gonna be asking for? Or like, are you an ICE agent? Do you got a warrant for all this? Like for all this information that you trying to ask? You know, they were tricking my people, and I say my people because it's my culture too. You know, they was tricking them into signing, you know, voluntary deportation, not letting them know that you don't need a lawyer, that you can get a lawyer for free. You know, you just got to be patient and wait it out. You know what I mean? So they be scaring people, dog. They be telling them lies. They be doing different shady stuff in order to get them to leave or to trick them, or they'll promise one thing, do the other. I mean, but that's always happens with the government. But you know, but right now, it's doing something to the Latino community and the immigrant community, you know, that I ain't never really seen. You know, I used to hear about it back in the day. You know, my pops, I remember he told me a long time ago, he got caught too by the ICE agents, you know, in the beginning. You know, he's good now, you know. So, but it was like, I would have never thought that I would be, you know, going through this now. You feel me? And it's like, everything that everybody said that he wasn't gonna do, he's doing. You know, he's getting blocked here and there, but everything he said he was doing, he's doing, and he's just creating an environment for other things to happen. And he may not be the one physically responsible, but he's, like I said, he's creating that he's opening a can of worms, bro.
Exactly, that's the best way to look at it.
You feel me? He's opening up a can of worms. Yeah, man, they comfortable to say something. You feel me? And that's cool, but you know,
I don't have nothing really nice to say about the man myself, so
I'll leave it at that, you know.
That's all you can.
That's as far as I go with the political stuff.
I appreciate you, you know, letting it be known. You know, that's why I like this platform. You know, get artists, you know, express themselves.
Yeah, most definitely. I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man, no doubt, bro. Like it's you know, people wouldn't know. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, man. I mean,
it wouldn't even.
It's a lot of things going on, man. You know, we shared a lot of same experiences, and that's another thing. You know, that to touch on that. You know, it's like an elephant in the room is the fact that a lot of times you don't see Latinos, you know, working together with African Americans too. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things too. You feel me? And it's like that needs to stop. You feel me? It's like I got homeboys that are black, white, Mexican, Chinese, everything. You feel me? And it's like and it's the fact that some people really can't work with each other still off of skin color. Like really, like it's 2017. Like, you serious? Like, that's how they was treating my pops. You know what I'm saying? That's how they was treating, you know, other people back in the day. Like, we still in the mix like that. It's crazy. It's just,
if you click with, I'm just like, if I click with somebody, it don't matter what ethnicity you are. If I click with you, I click with you.
Yeah,
we vibe. I never
stand up, be real about it. Don't be trying to be something you ain't.
It's gotta be solid.
Yeah, be solid, bro. You know, I feel like the mutual respect has to be both ways.
Exactly. And I feel like, you know, that's one of the beautiful things about music, because it brings different people together. Most def. And it's natural, it's organic. It's like, hey, I like, you like this too? Hey, you got a passion for this too? You love this too? And then it's like you click, and then you can just build from there. Like your love for hip hop, you know? Yeah,
man. There's enough money out here for everybody, bro. Yeah. Like, everybody can get some food. Everybody got a plate. And there's enough out here for everybody. You just got to go and get it. Off top, that's it.
Straight drop. Short Dog, OG Short Dog. I'm glad you played Short Dog.
Man, Too Short,
Shout out
man.
Too Short, man.
Too Short was an influencer coming up.
Oh, definitely. He influenced a lot of people like E40 as well, man.
I was the wrong age listening to Too Short. I'll tell you that much. You know, my cousin Frank came up in the little Honda one day. He used to pick up all the little cousins. Yeah. And he's the one, like, funny enough, he's the one that put me on a Too Short, besides my brother too. Too Short and E40, bro. Yeah. And E40. And I was too young to be listening to that. You feel me?
Yeah, definitely. With like we was talking about earlier, if y'all wasn't tuning in, Stylo's project Dollars and Pesos is due out sometime this year. We said summer or spring.
Yeah, it's gonna drop real soon. To be honest with you, man, we moving really fast on it. Like I said, it's just the beginning of what I got coming this year. Since the year started, I have not slowed down. You know, check me out, SoundCloud, Stylo 402, YouTube, same thing, Stylo 402. You'll see the work that we've been putting in. And yeah, man, the record's gonna come out in before the summer. I'm hoping before the summer, along with a bunch of videos. Man, we did a lot of videos, so expect many visuals. Man, we ain't not slowing down, putting in work. You know, we stepping up the bar. You know what I mean? We stepping up game pretty much, man. There's only one way to go, and that's up. You feel me?
Def. Well, so let's talk a little bit more about your master track artists, like your master track fam, like. Who else is on the label?
The master tracks thing, it's funny you mention that, man. A lot of people don't realize how big that is, and the U.S. is getting there. You know, it's barely starting to make it. We're gonna start doing this, and I feel like, you know, I'm gonna be a part of that, the U.S. part of it. Mm-hmm. But as far as the label itself, man, in Mexico, they're home to Secan. So, you know, C-K-A-N. If you want to look him up on YouTube, bro, he's a main artist on the label. I've been with Master Tracks, you know, at least, you know, working with them and part of the fam, you know, since 2007, doing music on and off, man. It became official on paper a few years ago. Okay. But, you know, I've been around with them for a long time. They're based out of San Jose, California, in Mexico. Now they got offices in Miami, and I believe in LA too. They got a base in LA too. But it's really, like, believe it or not, these it's a small group of individuals, you know, like super small, close knit group of individuals, entrepreneurs, people that rolled the dice, believing in the dreams of us, man. And it's I've been patient, and it's my turn, man. You feel me? And like I said, on the label is Secan. He is, you know, look him up, man. Off top, the numbers will speak for themselves. In my opinion, he's the biggest artist, one of the biggest artists in Spanish rap in the world. Okay. Period. In the world, this cat has over 1 billion views combined on his YouTube alone.
I'm songs on here, man.
Yeah, and his visuals are like cinematic things, like they're mini movies. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And his video guys are the same ones that are doing the ones that we did.
Oh, so Concrete shot his videos? So
Concrete shot a lot of his videos too, and you know, so the fact that I got that treatment and they flew out of town, you know, and came in here out their own money, they, you know, they pulled out some nice things for us, and you know, pause, but you know, they did all that, and
I feel that,
and I feel like I'm excited for it, bro. I'm excited for it, you know. And, you know, the only other cats on the master track, they got a lot of cats in Mexico too, but in Canada, like I said, my bro S. Gats is the other cat. Concrete is another artist on there too. So, you know, look out for us on the English side of things.
Definitely, bro. Like, y'all got a nice mixture going. Y'all trying to get all the money. That's what it's
about.
Yeah,
bro. And that's the thing, man. You'd be surprised, bro. Hip hop is playing all over the world, bro. And it's like you gotta understand, you can't just limit yourself, because they're listening. Like I said, I was checking my numbers, you know, and all the artists out here, you know, check your numbers on your sites and stuff. You know what I mean? Check your numbers as far as your analytics on your Facebook pages, on your SoundClouds, on your YouTube, so you can see who's really listening to your stuff. You know what I mean? And know who you should be gearing it towards. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always want everybody to listen to it. Yeah. But if you know who is actually listening to it, you're going to save yourself a lot of time, and then you'll grow organically. You'll grow bigger like that. You know what I'm saying?
Artists got to realize they got to grow with their fans.
Yeah.
That's
you
really
feel
the
me?
thing.
And it's like, everybody has a certain niche that they bring to the table, man. And the world is open to everybody. You know, you'll be surprised. Like I was talking earlier, we got some people from Germany playing the music. I looked at my numbers, you know, got a bunch of people from Mexico. You know, I got some people from the Middle East, from Asia, you know what I'm saying, from Canada off top, you know. Yeah. So it's like
spreading it out.
Yeah, it's slowly spreading it out, and it's slow, but it's steady. You know what I mean? And baby steps are still steps at the end of the day. So as long as it keeps going forward, I'm gonna keep pushing forward, you know.
Straight drop. Movie house. We about to say our final goodbyes and au revoirs and all what so have you. I'm glad to have everybody rocking with us tonight. Had Stylo the Down in the cut, blessing the mic, you know, chopping game, and, you know, talking about this new project that's coming out. Be sure to check out Dollars and Pesos when it drop.
Dollars and Pesos.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Any final words you want to say, bro, before we shake?
Man, I just appreciate y'all having me up here once again. Omaha, Nebraska. Mess with me, dude. You know, I'm out here trying to do my thing. We bring that quality back music, man. That big boy music, that go-getter music. You feel me? That get up and get some type of music. You know, mess with me. You know, Stylo 402. Social networks, all that.
Straight drop, you know it's Absolut-P. Next week we got a special guest mix from my dude Bandwave on the Come Up 2017 gang. You know how we rocking. In the meantime, in between time, I holla.